two wages. Still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors. Still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers. Still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages. Start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped out.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. This defense for the Chiefs, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. The Ravens at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They go play action now. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Fancy footwork at the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. When you look at this defense, they're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man. And are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground. Because the one thing he absolutely detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Jackson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Right back to Mitchell here. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, good move. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might have lopped it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
1st down, here's Mitchell. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one goes for 30 yards. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 9:03, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. Toward the sideline, intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you?
And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Mahomes now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Once again, it's Mitchell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. But that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perez. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Add this gain to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At the 3-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now here's Mahomes.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here's Pacheco.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now the Chiefs spring on their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell.
And some room to work. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 34 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
And their 1st down, Chiefs.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Jackson. Connecting with Andrews.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
So it's a win for the Chiefs here, and no surprise, it was Patrick Mahomes who really led the charge.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.
So for the Chiefs, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2.